talking about quarantine and how people are using it as an excuse to be lazy and fall off or not start their nutrition stuff. So I feel like a couple things are happening. People using quarantine as maybe as an excuse to slack off on like their nutrition goals, or using it as a reason not to start when it should be the opposite. Like people tend to have more time now, so this would be a great reason or great time to start a new habit because you have the extra time to put into it and do your research and figure out what you want to do and plan your meals and figure all that stuff out, or try a new recipe. Put all your Pinterest research to good use and actually put that into what you're eating and try a new recipe each day. But also I feel like it's kind of a wake-up call for people who used to use not having time as that excuse, because now they're realizing like, oh man, I have the time and I'm still not willing to do it. So really, was it the lack of time that was my excuse, or was it that I really just didn't want to do it? And people don't really like hearing that sometimes, so just putting it out there as like a little kick in the pants. Do it! There's little things you could do. A couple of the coaches were actually talking about this, how if you're working at home, go to a different room or go to a different level in your house. Like, okay, if the fridge is in the kitchen, which probably is, go upstairs. Or go into go in your backyard, or go somewhere where you know the food is not going to distract you. Or even like your kids, like, shut the door. Shut the door, put a no entry sign on the door, and get your work done and focus on what you're doing. But also with the whole starting new nutrition goals or new nutrition things now, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It could just be like one simple thing that you plan to do every week. Like this week I'm going to work on eating more vegetables, or this week I'm going to work on hitting my protein goal, or whatever you're having to do. Just try small things, like one new theme every single week, so that way it's something you can concentrate on and focus on and not feel so overwhelmed and just feel like everything's hopeless just because, you know, things are different now and this is the new norm for however long it's going to be. But you might as well not waste this time, because think about it. It takes, they say, 21 days to make a habit, okay, or 28 days, whatever it is, and 90 days to make it a lifestyle. So we have this time now. Imagine how much easier it's going to be when things get back to normal. You've already built these habits and you've used this time productively, that it's going to make that new habit that much easier once things get back to normal. Versus getting back to normal and be like, I wish I used that time, and I wish I made those new habits, and now you're back to never probably doing it ever. So yeah, fitness apps are really good because it'll give you a lot of feedback. And there's often like communities you can join through that. You can like challenge your friends, like they have them with the steps and the fancy watches that I'm not cool enough to have. What are those things called?
Whoops.
Oh yeah, like a Whoop. Oh, whoops. Whoop. There it is. Okay. Like oh my god, a Fitbit. That took too long to get out. But like those types of things. And you could like challenge your friends and stuff like that. Like, oh, I hit my calorie goal for today, or I hit my whatever goal. You can kind of make little challenges. I know we're all probably sick of challenges by now, but make it a different type of thing. It doesn't have to be a push-up or a burpee challenge. But make it like, okay, hey, I challenge you to hit our calories or whatever our goal is for that day. See how many days in that week you can hit it and see and if you can beat your friend at it. Just make it interesting. It doesn't have to be boring, but something that's obtainable and fun for you to be focused on versus be so overwhelmed or like feel like it's kind of out the window.
Good stuff.
Nutrition nuggets!